In this section, we're going to show you a method of grafting cucurbits, which is called the single cotyledon method of grafting cucurbits. And we have a scion, which is a commercial cantaloupe variety, and we have a rootstock, which is a interspecific hybrid squash. We're going to need grafting clips to hold the plants together once we've grafted them. We're going to need something to cut with, a scalpel or a razor blade. Both work effectively. And we need something to sterilize our tools with, which is 70% ethanol for scalpels, or in a mist bottle, or 70% ethanol to sterilize our razor blade. And we need water in a mist bottle to continuously mist the plants after they've been grafted to keep them wet. Here's some plants I've removed from the tray. Here's our squash rootstock and our cantaloupe scion. And I'm going to prepare these for grafting. In the one cotyledon method of grafting, I'm going to remove this first true leaf off the rootstock. And then I'm going to make a cut to remove one cotyledon and all the other growing tips that are on the plant, the shoot tip and the meristems. And I'm just going to slide my scalpel or razor blade right along the top part of the cotyledon that I'm leaving on the plant. So I've removed that part of the plant, and I'm just going to take a quick look to make sure that I removed the cotyledon's meristem. Then after I have a nice clean cut on the rootstock, I'm going to prepare the scion, and I want to make a cut about 5 millimeters below at the same angle. So now I want to match up the two cuts as closely as possible. Of course, we want to align the vascular tissue so that it grows together. And then I need to place a clip, the grafting clip, over the two parts to hold it together. And it looks like that. So now we mist this and place it into a tray for healing. We can also do this single cotyledon grafting method with a razor blade. Some people prefer this. Again, I take my rootstock and scion, and as before, remove the first true leaf from the rootstock. And then I'm going to just take the razor blade and slide it right down the cotyledon stem and remove the other cotyledon, and again check to make sure that you've removed the cotyledon meristem and have a nice clean cut. And then we prepare the scion. Again, 5 millimeters below the cotyledons, we make a cut of similar angle to the cut made on the rootstock. We line up the cuts and apply a grafting clip to hold the two parts together, and then mist and place into the tray for healing. If you're using the single cotyledon grafting method, you need to consider that it's important to have your rootstock stem size and your scion stem size to be fairly similar in diameter. This is important because you're trying to match up the vascular tissue. In the whole insertion method, it's not as critical that your rootstock and your scion stem size be similar in diameter. It's important that your scion stem size be smaller than the rootstock stem size. So those are considerations you need to remember when you're preparing your plants for for grafting in the timing of seeding and other growing considerations. And remember, you always need to keep misting your cuttings while you're grafting.